All right, everyone, it's Tetrosphere. It's time for the finals. On the left, Dylan playing Mitsurugi. On the right, other Chris playing Maliss. Both of these players have been featured on the feature stage in this tournament already. Dylan stays at table 1. Man is undeniable. Other Chris, phenomenal player. Playing kind of hard to think of Maliss as an off-meta pick, a counter-meta pick, but truly that's kind of what it is, and a very strong one at that. The dice roll. The hands have been drawn. The match has started. This has been 8 rounds of YuGiOh, 5 rounds of Swiss, top 8, top 4, finals. First action of the finals is Marshmallow into Yummy Snatchy. That card is glued to Dylan's hand. Snatchy places the field spell. Other Chris has no choice but to stare this down as Marshmallow Yummy hits the field once again. The glare is killing me once again, but we know what's going on. Marshmallow and Yummy Snatchy synchroed into Cupsy. Met with Ash Blossom, tags right back out into Snatchy plus Marshmallow. What do we have to extend here, Dylan? Is it a lollipop play? Do we try to get into our Mitsurugi engine now that we know that Ash is cleared? Guys, I don't know about you, but the energy of this duel is palpable, even through the video. Both duelists have dueled so much today. Well, rather, not today that I'm recording this, but on the day that it was recorded. The prize, a Switch 2. Massive. Pre-preparation of rights is activated, and with no Ash Blossom or Ghost Bell to contend with it, it is able to resolve, getting us into our Mitsurugi engine by adding both Mirror and Habakiri. Another card that just stays in Dylan's hand. This man has pushes for days. But it looks like we have Saji in the hand, not where you want it to be. I think that's the card in his right hand right now. Possibly what we're considering normal summoning. We do normal summon Saji and activate its effect. Activated the effect, resolved it, added Mitsurugi Ritual. Activating Ritual, tributing the Habakiri from hand. So here's the thing, guys. We did not even need to use Habakiri's once per duel effect to get here. So if there is a turn 3 for us to clap back, Habakiri is live once again. Habakiri's tributed, so it adds prayers. Murakumo is on the board now. We have Mirror, which could be used to tribute the Murakumo to summon Habakiri. Murakumo is going to come back to life and search any Mitsurugi card in the process. Now we have 2 level 8 monsters on the field, which could mean Zombie Vampire. But does it even need to, is the question. I did see us pass Zombie Vampire in our extra deck there. We may have considered it, but decided against it ultimately. We probably want to find... we're offering cut. Could be a pass, could be a Zombie Vampire. We do still have... oh, yep. We're doing it. We're doing it, boys. It's hitting the field. Dracula herself. Summoned. Detached. 4 cards milled from each. Bell. Mag. Called by. Underground. Marshmallow. Ash. Cross out Designator. So here's the funny thing, guys. We can summon an Ash Blossom or a Ghost Bell and synchro that plus the Marshmallow into Herald if we wanted to. We decided not to go for the funny play. We're just going to summon Marshmallow instead. That is ultimately our decision. Looks like we're going to link off the Saji and the Zombie Vampire. We are not going to link off the Saji and the Zombie Vampire. What's the play, Dylan? You know what you're up against. You've got that Great Purification to back it up. But you need to get one of those Mitsurugi Ritual monsters back on the field if you're going to do it. I believe we searched prayers, so as long as we can... Yeah, we have prayers in hand. So as long as we have a way to clear a space on the board, we can do this. There's nothing stopping us. I think, you know, obviously we're in the finals. It's an untimed round. We know what's at stake. Multiple hundreds of dollars of prizing at stake here. I know that if I was either of these two players and I was here and I had got this far and I got this close to victory and I did not pull away with it, I would be completely beside myself the entire time. So you do not want to make a mistake. You do not want to draw a bad hand. You do not want to play a good hand poorly. You want everything to go right here in this moment now. Otherwise, you will be a loser. And that's not where you want to be. You don't want to be a loser. Alright, so we do decide to commit to the Zombie Vampire and the Saji being linked off into IP Masquerena. We still have access to so much. Marshmallow is going to make another Snatchy, because why not? Snatchy plus other Marshmallow into... Looks like that's Lollipo to extend from Grave. Yep, reviving the double Marshmallow. And so a lot of sweets on the field here. Very, very delicious looking board here. All right, so it seems like we set probably our Great Purification. We do need one of those big reptiles, though, for that to be an online play. Alright, possibly a Link 2 here? Oh, going right into the SP Little Knight. So we don't even want IP into SP necessarily. We can still IP into Dynamondo. So now we're going to Prayers for Murakumo. And we're going to pass it over. We do top deck Allure of Darkness. Very strong here. Especially because we also have Gold Sark. So do we have a response to the Allure? We're going to chain Murakumo. Do we decide to discard? We do not. So Allure just does not resolve. Now we're going to activate Field Spell. This is going to prompt Dylan to tag out with a Lollipo Yummy. And we're going to go ahead and resolve some cards here. Resolving backwards, Lollipo is going to summon 2 from Grave. It's going to be Marshmallow and... Considering that Snatchy. Okay, Snatchy hits the field. Now, Marshmallow on summon is going to be able to recycle a spell. White Rabbit is banished off the effect of Underground, so she's going to trigger as well to summon herself. Okay, and it looks like we didn't do Marshmallow. Instead, we're going to use SP to temporarily banish itself plus White Rabbit in response to the White Rabbit effect on summon to set a trap. So we do set MTP, and now we're going to go Snatchy effect to Synchro Summon into Cupsy. Cupsy on summon is going to search 2, discard 1. Searching the main deck Cupsy and the Cookie, and we're going to go ahead and discard that Cookie. You want to do this because that way you can tag out into it from the grave, and then because it was summoned by the effect of a Synchro monster, it can pop a monster on the field. Let's go ahead and activate Gold Sarcophagus. Great way to extend. Essentially acting as another copy of that field spell here. We choose not to negate it, which is wise. And it looks like we're thinking between Chessy Cat and March Hare. Alright, we do decide to banish the Chessy Cat and attempt her effect to add, or not add, but summon herself. This is going to prompt the tag out, and then Cookie and Snatchy are going to hit the field. Cookie's going to go ahead and pop that Chessy Cat. Kind of a funny sentence. Normal summon Chessy. Or no, we don't normal summon Chessy. We respond with MTP, banish the Chessy for cost to add March Hare. Okay. Droll and Lockbird. So now we can't even do Chessy to draw. That's massive. Normally, Droll and Lockbird not seen as a very good non-engine piece against Maliss, but in this particular case, very powerful. It also means Red Ransom can't search. We normal summon Chessy, and then on summon, we attempt the effect of Snatchy perform a Synchro Summon. This is no doubt going to summon the Cookie Yummy Way, which is going to book that Chessy, and boom goes the Dynamite. Game 1 taken by Dylan Isaac. Our boy. 1 game away from victory of the whole thing. Taking it to the house. Other Chris backed into a corner. Has to win 2 in a row for any of it to mean anything. And even if he wins game 2, that means Dylan will have the choice of going first in game 3. Which, as we saw, could be devastating. However, as I mentioned, Maliss, pretty strong off-meta pick. It synergizes with some very powerful non-engine. Bestials, very strong against this deck. Impulse, very strong against this deck. Shifter, Dimensional Fissure. Not as strong against the Mitsurugi side, but very, very strong against the Yummy side. Let's see how it goes in game 2 of our finals. It can go one of 2 ways. Dylan could secure a handed 2-0 victory in the finals, or other Chris can force a game 3. We've seen Dylan pick apart boards, but we've also seen other Chris establish dominance, have his resources stripped, and then claw back, win the game. Neither player is out of this. We have phenomenal Yu-Gi-Oh! To look forward to here in these moments. Ash Blossom, March Hare, Super Poly, Field Spell, second March Hare. On the other side, Dylan looks like I see a Meowls. That's going to be massive. Underground is activated, going to banish something. Going to banish that Dormouse. Dormouse effect. Chain Meowls. Meowls gets ashed. Other Chris, very thankful for that. Dormouse hits the field. We attempt Dormouse effect. White Rabbit is banished. White Rabbit effect now to summon herself. White Rabbit is going to set a Maliss trap on summon. GWC hits the field, face down. My camera gets knocked slightly. Normal summon March Hare. Gonna go right into the Link 3 of Red Ransom. Red Ransom searches Maliss in the mirror on summon. We're gonna go GWC, banish the Red Ransom to summon from grave or banishment. And we do go with the White Rabbit, or White Rabbit. Now Red Ransom can summon herself and banish any Cybers from deck. Likely going to go with the Chessy Cat here. Chessy Cat's going to summon herself. And then I don't see us not attempting the effect of Chessy Cat to banish a Maliss card from hand and then draw 2. Of course, we can banish that Maliss in the mirror. Oh, but we do banish the March Hare instead. Okay. March Hare can then pay 300 to come right back to hand. My guess is then that we're valuing the Maliss in the mirror as a point of interaction, which makes a lot of sense. Linking off the White Rabbit and the Red Ransom into Cyber's Wicked, linking off the Chessy into Lingaribo to trigger the Cyber's Wicked to search a Cyber's Tuner. We search Backup. Backup can then add any Dark Cybers and then discard a card. We do add Wizard and discard another copy of Chessy Cat. It's going to go March Hare now. Banishing. We'll go ahead and banish White Rabbit. Summon herself. Get us into another Link 3. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that Cyber's Wicked has a protection effect for whatever it points to. Okay, irrelevant, because we're just going to go Cryptor plus Wicked into White Binder. White Binder on summon is going to banish that Cryptor, banish the Meowls. Cryptor is going to summon itself because it was banished. And then we're going to go ahead and extend with Wizard, targeting Chessy. Both hit the field. White Rabbit, or White Binder, sorry, is going to set GWC right back from the graveyard. Cryptor is going to shuffle back a banished Maliss card to banish White Binder, so that way we can bring the White Binder back and draw a card. Ooh, we draw that Dimensional Fissure, too. This is looking very strong for other Chris. Looks like we're going to go Link 5, Allied Code Talker. White Binder returns. Red Ransom returns. Activate Di-Fi. Set Maliss in the mirror. Set Super Poly. Or actually, don't set Super Poly. Keeping that Impulse in the hand to layer up our interactions as we pass it over to Dylan, who has a lot to contend with here. First action from Dylan. Pre-preparation of rights. Adding Habakiri and Mitsurugi Mirror. Normal summon Saji, effect to add. We're going to go ahead and activate Mirror, targeting the Saji. We then chain Prayers to dodge the mirror. Now let me read how Mirror resolves here. We might still need to banish a card. Oh, and we do so. We banish White Binder, bring it right back to draw a card, and we draw Joel and Lockbird. That's insane. That is going to get us where we want to go. We do respond to the ritual with Impulse. Well, also now we can't Joel. That's fair. We respond to Mirror with Allied Code Talker, and that's it. The negates. Too powerful. Game 2, taken by other Chris. Game 3, forced by other Chris. Dylan having the choice now to go first or second in Game 3, where he will have the opportunity to set up the board that may or may not win him a Nintendo Switch 2, the sequel. Guys, this tournament has been so good. All of these matches, so good. All of the players except Alex Batterby, so talented. I've loved doing the commentary for this series, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching the series. I love doing these videos with the Galaxy Buster folks. Shout out to GalaxyBusterTCG for letting me do this. Shout out to the players at GalaxyBusterTCG for playing on camera, for me to have this content to make, for you guys to have this content to watch. Really can't say enough how much that means to me to be able to do this for you guys and for myself. Really is a spectacular position for me to be in. And whether or not this channel gets big is kind of immaterial to me. I have a blast just making the content regardless. And it means a lot to me when people from the community tell me how much they enjoy watching the content. So just a massive shout out to everyone involved for enabling all of this to happen. Except for Alex Batterby. Speaking of him, if you're in the comments and you're from Zodiac, shout out IP ban down below in the comments. Let's hear it. Hashtag IP ban. Players are shuffled, cut. Hands drawn. Oh, we have Fua, Ash, Impulse. On the side of Dylan, I saw Ash and Joel. So the Ash is going to take care of the Fua. But that's okay. We still have Ash and Impulse to deal with. Lollipo is going to, link off into Snatchy. There, Snatchy's going to place the Field Spell. Field Spell is going to try and summon from Grave, and we do allow it. We activate Habakiri, and then we chain the effect of Snatchy, perform a Synchro Summon. Oh, this is so we can chain block the Cupsy search, or whichever search we consider more valuable, because now Saji and Cupsy are going to tribute at the same time to search. So only one of them could possibly be ashed. Very strong play there from Dylan. Really putting it all on the table. And so we do value the Cupsy search. We're going to go ahead and put Saji on Chainlink 2. So we are going to ash that. Saji will not be able to search the ritual spell. But we have Mirror anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the main character. Marshmallow, special summoned. Cupsy, special summoned. Surprise, searched. Synchro 3, Sorrow Cat. Synchro 4, Herald. Link off Herald in the Gravity Controller. Herald, search. Search Ritual anyway. Activate Ritual, Chain Impulse. Impulse is fine. We have Mirror anyways. Activate Surprise. Summon Marshmallow. Marshmallow adds Surprise right back. Link 1, treat it as a level 1 tuner, plus Marshmallow equals Lollipo Yummy Way. Lollipo revives Marshmallow and Cupsy. Sorrow Cat puts Herald right back to summon herself. Cupsy plus Sorrow Cat equals Herald once again. Other Chris has just 2 cards in hand. Dude. Okay, so he sets a card. That was a surprise, I believe. So we have Mirror plus Habakiri in hand. Gonna link off the Marshmallow into a Snatchy. And we pass it on over. I see Terraforming, I see Underground, I see March Hare. We're gonna activate Underground. This is fine. Dormouse. Dormouse is going to attempt to summon itself, and we're going to tag out. Looks like we're going to go Marshmallow plus Snatchy. No, Cupsy plus Snatchy. Now, Cupsy's going to search. And Snatchy's going to place the other field spell. Oh my god, he is so fucked. We're going to place a Croaky, and then we're going to perform a Synchro Summon. And then, because we've placed a Croaky, we're going to pop that Dormouse before it can even activate its effect. And that's it. It's over. It's over. Dylan wins it all. Took it to the house. Ladies and gentlemen, this is quite possibly the greatest tournament that ever has happened in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you saw it right here on the Tetrosphere channel, hosted by GalaxyBusterTCG. Check out the Facebook group in the video description. Our locals is goated, okay? I'm at a loss for words. I'm getting emotional right now, ladies and gentlemen. From round 1 of Swiss all the way through the finals, we had so many great games. So many great players. I can only think of one player that isn't phenomenal. And the opportunity I had here to talk about him and put it out for you guys to see is just weighing heavily on my heart. I really appreciate you guys. This is it. This is the conclusion of the series. We've done it all. We've seen it all. The normal summons, the special summons, the hand traps, the traps, the extenders, the starters. It's all been here, folks. Well, on to the next one, right? Phantom's Revenge next month. Surely there will be a case tournament for it. We'll get lots of great content. Can't wait to see you guys there. Appreciate you checking it out. Peace.